So here we are in my incredibly well-lit studio, about 1:30 in the morning. Finally had time to throw this together. So I'm here to talk about my new single, All These Things, which I hate doing, talking about my music directly. It's about living with trauma. It's about the idea that it doesn't matter how far you try to run from it, get past it, get over it. It lingers. The song is a bit of a departure for me. Usually I'm working with MIDI, virtual instruments, and this is much more loops. The big difference with loops and virtual instruments is that loops are really fast. When I'm working with virtual instruments, everything takes an age. It's me playing it on the keyboard with my legendary keyboarding skills. I can play with sometimes 2, maybe even 3 fingers at once. It's really quite incredible. So anything I do like that is really slow. Usually I'm doing remixes. So I'm working with an existing structure, existing lyrics, melody, and all that, which I really like. I like the limitation of it. It sort of focuses you, it galvanizes you, and it makes you come up with solutions that you'd never think of. When I gave it to the mix engineer I work with, Magnus, who's a really great mix engineer. He comes from an EDM background. He's great at the sense of flow, and he's great at movement. Whereas for me, the track is big moments. I want that big emotional moment. I always want to grab your attention. And so when he first put in the kind of rises in the second chorus and into the drop, they were really smooth, really nicely blended in. It was a really great piece of technical mixing. And I was like, no, I don't want that. I wanted to just get to the point where it's just on the edge of being too loud. I want to grab their attention. This is about something difficult. It needs to be difficult to listen to. It's probably the most pop thing I've done. And yet it's also maybe the most alternative thing I've done as well. I have kind of reputation for doing really stripped down stuff. And I would get comments and feedback from playlist curators and bloggers saying, it's, you need more percussion, you need more synths, you need more going on, you need more production, Whereas with this, the thing that Magnus came back to me with is he's like, look, I really like it, it's great, but there's too much. There's so much pressure now on artists and producers to do everything themselves. Those artists, I get it all the time when they're like, they send me something because they want it to go on one of my playlists or whatever. And they'll be like, oh, and I produced it and I mixed and mastered it myself. And I'm thinking, that's actually not an endorsement. I got the production to a stage where it was pretty clear that really I needed to go back into it, strip it down, kind of create more of a musical consistency throughout. But to do that, it would have pulled it apart. I wouldn't have made it better. I'd have made it different. So I didn't second guess it. And I really like that about that. Yes, it's overproduced. Yes, it's too busy. Yes, it's difficult and probably musically inconsistent. But I really like it. And if you really like it, then great. If you don't really like it, well, that's okay too, because there's a lot of really great music out there that you can listen to. So it's out. All these things, Tobisonics, go give it a listen. Thank you for listening. Thank you to MusicOTFuture for giving me this opportunity to talk to all of you. I don't do many to-camera pieces. I'm a behind-the-scenes guy. Because I'm old, and, the face. The internet is a place for young, beautiful people. You bastards. Good night. Good noise.